So now that we have our focus points and our lighting positions and a label legend, we should be able to start putting in our first lighting fixtures, are also known as lighting instruments, or even fancy French words like luminaires. We'll place them in this example as a lighting system, 5 lighting fixtures working together at the same angle in the same color to provide a wash. I'm going to approach this with a McCandless system. When you get into your actual project, you'll want to choose Joule or Zone or McCandless or Key and Fill, but for our purpose, we'll do a sort of a McCandless approach to this. So the first thing you're going to want to do is drop into your Spotlight menu and make sure that your Label Legend Manager is turned on. Indeed, my Theater by the Grove Label Legend is active and ready to go. The second thing I'm going to want to do is make my palette of Resource Manager available to me. Now this is available in a couple of different ways. It can be pinned, as you see here, it takes up a lot of space on the screen, or unpinned by clicking in the pinning button up in the menu across the top. That allows you to leave it open and just float over it to select lighting fixtures. We're going to look into the entertainment lighting instruments. Yours will look a little different than mine does here because I'm using a program in which the libraries haven't yet been updated. You'll have an extensive list that will include ETC lighting fixtures. So you will select a lighting instrument that you want to place on the pipe. You'll double click it, and that will allow you to place it anywhere on the plot with a sort of sketched surround look at it. So I'm going to drop it in at about 30 degrees from area C, from focus point C. Click it into place there, and then you'll notice that it will turn one way or another. I want it to be pointed pretty much straight ahead. I could point it towards the focus point to help me track it for a while, but I'm going to want it to be straight out from the pipe or 90 degrees on the pipe when I publish this for the electricians. So we'll do that. And now I'm going to want to give that fixture some information. But before I go on and give it its information, I'm going to X back to my Select tool, and I'm going to duplicate this. How far is it between our lighting focus points? It's 8 feet, isn't it? So I can duplicate this fixture, and I can move it to the right. That was a Control M that you didn't see me do there. And I can move it to the right 8 feet, 0 inches, and now I've got a lighting fixture that can be focused parallel to the area C fixture right into area D. And then I can duplicate that. Oops, I had a little trouble with my mouse there. I can duplicate that and move it again another 8 feet to the right. And then I can also go back to my center fixture and move it 8 feet to my left. Control M. I'm going to place a negative in front of the 8 feet. Not duplicate that fixture. Control D, Control M, place another duplicate of that fixture back to the right. Control D, Control M, and I will place this -8 feet from where it is at. So now I have 5 lighting fixtures that are forming a system of light that can be focused at the same angle into A, B, C, D, and E lighting areas. If I were to do the complete plot, I would also do the same on the first electric for lighting areas F through J. I'm now going to do something with these fixtures to make my second system of lighting. And I'm going to use the powerful mirror tool to do this. I'm going to select all of these fixtures. And I know I want to mirror them at 30 degrees to the other side of the lighting areas, or the lighting focus points. So I'm going to grab this tool that has the 2 arrows pointed towards the center line. I've selected all the fixtures, of course, and I'm going to place my cursor on the center line, click and drag down, and click again. Click, drag, click down again, and you'll see I have these blue shadows of those lighting fixtures. That's where they're going to land. Click again, and I've placed my second whole system of lighting from the opposite 30-degree angle. Now, I have a little bit of an issue here because these 2 fixtures are only about 1 foot apart, and I want them 1.5 feet apart. So I'm going to take this whole system, Control M, and I'm going to move it 6 inches to the right. And now I've got that 1.6 inches between fixtures that will allow me to focus them across each other. 6 inches isn't going to matter a whole lot relative to center line. If I wanted to be really fussy, move everything on this pipe back to the left 3 inches, but I'm not going to do that today.